Hi everybody, it is August 12th, 2024. That doesn't really matter if you're watching this at some other point in time, but it matters for me in terms of trying to keep a chronicle of my efforts and hopefully my progress. Today I wanted to talk about how I'm not seeing the progress that I would like to see with my health and wellness goals. Specifically, as you can imagine, weight is one of my goals. I'm not a person who's trying to lose weight for just aesthetic reasons. I am primarily wanting to lose weight because of my health and how my excess weight, impacts my overall health and wellness. And as of today, I weighed 231.6, I think it was, which is up from the last time I weighed. I've been weighing pretty much every day, and I'm just hoping to see a little bit of a decline each time or maintenance. And as of recently, like in the last week, I have been seeing increases. I can see increases in my weight from a number of different things. Definitely is related to how I'm eating or not, how well I'm sleeping or not, how much stress is in my life, any inflammation from overexerting, or I think even stress that, when we are processing a lot of stress or emotions, it can cause inflammation. So I can definitely see inflammation on the scale in terms of the numbers that are on the scale. Sorry if the phone's wiggling. I'm just holding it and I'm trying to brace it against this picnic table so that it doesn't wiggle too much. I don't like when I'm watching videos and they wiggle around too much. I need to get some kind of a stand or something if I'm gonna continue making these videos. But hopefully you can hear me. I still have to listen to my videos to make sure my audio is okay. I have made a few of these videos now, and with any luck, I may actually get around to posting them soon. But I haven't actually watched them back to see what the audio sounds like. So yeah, hopefully this is working out, but I digress. So lots of factors can cause me to gain weight or not lose weight. And I think by far the biggest is dietary choices. And like I said a moment ago, my dietary choices, as well as my lifestyle choices, are about the best they've ever been. And I'm as consistent with making those better choices about as best as I've ever been. So I would have hoped that I would have seen better progress by now with weight loss, but I haven't. And so that's what's on my mind today. And I was looking over my planner. I have this planner where I track my health and wellness goals, things like my step count and how many days did I meet that step count, my sleep goals and how many days did I meet those sleep goals, and things like that. And I'm hoping that by tracking them in this planner, I will be able to keep myself more consistent, and then I hope with more consistency will come more progress. And I know it will. I believe that it will. But looking at my planner today, I'm definitely still not as consistent as I would like to be. I'm making the effort. I'm cracking the planner. There's, a handful of days this month that I've been able to mark something down, so that's not nothing. But I would really love to have the kind of consistency where I can look at each day in the planner and and see the consistency that I'm putting in. So that's another area where I feel like my progress is not where I'd like it to be. I don't feel like I'm having the consistency that I would like to have, and so I'm not having the weight loss that I would like to have. Go figure. And what other area do I feel like I'm not satisfied with? I guess just the way I feel overall in my body and in my spirit. I am still struggling with inflammation and discomforts related to the inflammation. For example, I did a couple of hours of yard work today over at my parents' house, and I tried to be very mindful of what I was doing and not overdo it, and, watch my posture and all that, because I was weed whacking, which has gotten me bad in the past. But still today, it all hurts. My arms, my neck, my shoulders. And not just in that way that kind of hurts so good because you've had a good workout and you feel that sort of soreness afterward that is going to result in better muscles. No, this is more of discomfort around the joints, and I'm probably going to see the scale numbers go up again tomorrow because of the inflammation and the swelling. And if you haven't watched any of my other videos, or if I haven't produced any content yet talking about it, I have some trouble with autoimmune disease, and I think it definitely makes me a little bit more prone to inflammation from just regular stuff like yard work. So anyway, I'm not really that pleased yet with how well I feel physically or in my spirit. In terms of my spirit, I struggle a lot with anxiety and some depression. But I do feel like there is one area where I am seeing progress. And I do believe that my mindset has really been massively, consistently improving over the last probably couple years. And in this last year specifically, even more so. And that's not, I'm trying to make that progress. I'm sorry if I keep looking away. I also haven't watched my videos to notice how much I do that and how annoying that is. So I'm going to try to look at the camera more. I think what it is I can see myself. I'm on my phone videoing this, and I can see myself, and it's hard. It's hard to look at yourself when you are not, you're not seeing what it is that you would prefer to see. So, but hey, just more for accountability, right? It's this double chin that's really getting me lately. Didn't used to have that, even as heavy as I've ever been, but now I do. So I guess maybe age, menopause, because I'm definitely in that perimenopausal bracket. In any case, yeah, so where am I making progress that I'm satisfied? Well, my mindset. I have been putting in a lot of time trying to journal and read and study and listen to helpful podcasts or YouTube videos. And so I feel like I've had really big, important, really life-changing, important shifts in my mindset in the last couple of years, especially this last year. And I still have work to do, for sure. A lot of the work that I have to do is practice. You know how you want to learn to play piano. You're not just going to decide that you want to play piano one day and go from like never playing piano to be like deciding you want to play piano to like being like really good at piano. Like that's not how it works, right? Like you have to put in the practice, you have to put in the time, you have to do the work. So that's what I'm doing with my mindset. That's what I'm doing with everything, but I feel like I've made the best progress with the work that I've been putting in on my mindset. And I will get into the details on that in other videos, just because it's like a lot, and I'm not gonna be able to keep this video short enough if I try to tackle all that. But so what I did hope to tackle with this video today is, talking about where I want to go from here with being more consistent and hopefully seeing more progress with my consistency and my weight loss. And so my planner is a huge part of that plan. It's called a planner. So sorry, I'm just amusing myself. I am outlining my plans in my planner, and I want to be more consistent with checking and using that planner for my own accountability and to help remind myself of what my goals are each day, each month, and, keep track of those goals and the progress I'm making towards those goals. And the goals that I have in there right now for August, I should probably pull out my planner in one of these videos and just show you. That's what I'll do. I'll save all the details for that video. But I'm gonna plan on using that planner, and I'm gonna use my phone, another tool, to basically set myself some reminders, some reminder alarms. Check your planner. Ideally, I'd like to check it each morning just to kind of remind me that day what I had sort of intended to try to tackle that day. And then I want to check it again in the evening to not only see how I did for that day, like a self-assessment, but I also want to set myself up for the next day so I can hit the ground running with knowing a general game plan of my schedule, my appointments, and what all I hope to tackle the next day. Yeah. So, beyond that, there's some folks coming this way. Might have to hit the pause button, which I learned to do in one of the last videos when I was trying to video in this spot. But I think I need to look really closely at what I'm eating, because I don't think that I've had a very clear focus. I'm doing things in general, like I have a general gist of, for example, avoiding gluten that I've been doing for reasons, which I should probably talk about in, a future video. And I'm really pretty good with that. Like, I had a little bit of gluten in a salad that I ordered today, but only because I didn't know it was in there. And then when I realized that there was like these little tiny croutons, it was, trust me when I say it would have been very difficult to pick out all these little tiny croutons. So I just ate them. And ideally, that I don't even want to do that. I want to, make my own salads and avoid the whole possibility that there's something in there that I shouldn't be eating anyway. But I was out with a friend catching up, and it was at a restaurant. So, and it was a salad that I had never ordered before. So the description on the menu didn't warn me that it was going to have little croutons. And I mean, if you can eat that, it was delicious. But for me, I need to definitely try to be really careful about stuff like that. So in general, I'm being really very good about avoiding the gluten for the most part. But what I'm not really good at is having like a really set plan of here's what I'm going to eat today or this week or for this meal, or I've been throwing around the idea of going back to doing some fasting, but I don't have any kind of like official plan for that set. I've got a little something written in my planner, which I'll show you when I do that video. But you know, I'm definitely feeling the need to include some fasting in my plan for, you know, what I am eating, or my protocol of what I'm eating, how I'm eating, when I'm eating, if I'm fasting. And why do I want to do fasting? This video is already over 15 minutes, so I'm not going to go into the details of that right now, but if you look up fasting and autoimmune disease or autoimmune healing, if you look up fasting and weight loss, if you look up, you know, the benefits of fasting, just any of those topics, you can maybe start to get a picture as to why I'm interested in exploring that further. But I will talk about that in future videos too. But for now, thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for allowing me to talk out loud to somebody and process. Somebody recently said that I must be a verbal processor. Yeah, I think that's what she said. And I think I am. So thank you for letting me verbally process some of this and come up with some other ideas for what I want to talk to you about next time. In the meantime, I hope you're enjoying this beautiful day, and I'm wishing you all the best of health.